arriving at Mount Pleasant Station. Doors will open on the left. Les portes vont s'ouvrir sur la gauche.
Hey, what's up guys? Alex here at Mount Pleasant LRT station on line 5, and I just got off a westbound train, and today is Sunday, April, I think today is the 12th, and it's 4:57 p.m. and it's around 5 degrees Celsius, cloudy outside. It was raining pretty much on and off when I left my place around like 3 hours ago. I didn't really plan to be out so long anyway because I wanted to be back home for a critical Raptors game. It's the final game of the regular season and a playoff spot's on the line. But I think they'll be able to take care of business tonight against the Brooklyn Nets, because the Nets are essentially tanking, and the Raptors might either finish 5th to play the Cavaliers or 6th to play the New York Knicks. Either way, they won't have home court advantage in round 1. So anyway, this is my 3rd time here at Mount Pleasant Station. The last time I was here was back in February, where I filmed the elevators and also did a video. I actually did a video from here to Lawrence West Station via missed the elevator. It's okay though, we'll just take the freaking escalator. But I'll show you exactly where we are. Yes, so we're gonna be exiting through the entrance at the exit at the northwest corner of Eglinton, Mount Pleasant, and we'll be taking a stroll through the Mount Pleasant Village. And there's a map of the station. A little bit productive today. I did a video on the 162 and the 191 buses, and then I saw that Sabhan was not too far for me, kind of in the area. I mean, I already planned on going there, so I decided to snipe him. I took the 925 bus, and I got off at Don Mills and Barber Green Road, and I caught him there. We walked together to Don Valley Station. I filmed the elevators there. I left him, and then here we are, because I cannot think of any other ideas, because I mean, it's gonna be pretty shitty all week. It's gonna be raining over the next 3 days, and today is just the beginning. Oh, right when we come out. Well, anyway, just last night at sunset, I was making a walking video along Eglinton Avenue East. So was walking through this intersection. And then after that, I actually made a last-minute decision to film every elevator again at Eglinton Station. I wanted to do a retake of those elevators there, because when I did my original take, it was actually the first week of opening, and also it was rush hour. There's so many people. So I wanted to do that again, but at a less busier time. But unfortunately, there were still plenty of people on the Line 5 platform, because there was a delay caused by some freaking idiot who went on the tracks. And this, of course, as I said on yesterday's video, this was a bank building. Yes, the Imperial Bank building. Right here. Opened in 1927, and it was beautifully preserved. Yeah, so thankfully the rain has stopped for now, and it gives me an opportunity to make a walking video. I know I made a video here last summer. Of course, that was when Line 5 still wasn't open, but it was also on a much nicer day. And I think I'll be able to get back home around 5:50 in time for the Raptors game. So we'll see about that, because after this video, I am going to end up at Davisville Avenue. So I'll be able to hop on the 28 bus, which turns into the 14 at Davisville Station. So it's just a 1-seat ride home. And depending on how things go, maybe after the Raptors game, maybe I'll head out again for a late night adventure. Probably, maybe to ride all of line 1. I might do that. I mean, that's the only subway ride I have not, or rather, the only subway line I have not rode in literally in its entirety. I did line 2 before, but that was off camera, and also the rest of the lines because they were much shorter. Let's see how I feel. Yeah, this is the Mount Pleasant Village Business Improvement Area. A lot of many of the usual storefronts and small businesses that'll hopefully see a lot of use now that the LRT is open. I remember walking by this artwork created by the students of the Eglinton Public School, the grade 5 class of last year, as it says. Since it's not a far walk, I'm gonna try and walk a little bit slower here so I can at least show you guys the, more of the area in detail. When I did the last time I did a walking video here, again, like I said last year, I actually started on that side. So now we're on the west. So look, we have a parking garage here. No sign of an elevator. This is kind of intriguing. Give me a second. Yep, there's nothing interested in there. Most of these green pea parking garages have elevators, but this one doesn't. Look, see, look, it's 2 levels and there's an apartment building, but this is like public parking anyway, so. Just past a Dollarama, there's a Shoppers. And a pizza, which I had last night. I got home a lot later because of that idiot on the tracks. That kind of delayed my journey home. I got a medium pizza. Of course, one of my favorite toppings, ground beef and pineapple. And I ate the whole pizza in one night, which is crazy. I mean, I've done that before, but I was very full by the time I was done. So I got to figure out something else for dinner now. Of course, Mount Pleasant Village is literally next door to the much more denser Yonge and Eglinton neighborhood. Compared to, Yonge and Eglinton, this is a very low density neighborhood. And there's that old school cinema that I remember passing through my last visit here. As we're now at Sudan Avenue, which is another street I already did a walking video on very recently. And there's the Starbucks. Maybe I won't rush to do line 1. Maybe I'll do that Wednesday night. Wednesday I do have an exam in the morning. And after that I'll head home. And then I'll go out for a evening adventure. So maybe I'll record line 1 on Wednesday night, and then maybe line 2 the next day, because I already did see that they opened up the front view again. I experienced it for myself for the first time in years as I was heading from the airport to downtown. Hey, look, they rebranded the Mastermind toys. Look at this. And I thought these stores are no more. That's crazy. Okay, here's a much better thumbnail. Yeah, right here. See, look, there's another green pea parking garage. Oh, this time there's an elevator here. All right. Give me a second.
A few moments later.
Okay, I did my thing. But now I have 8 minutes to catch the 28 Bayview South bus, which arrives at 5:18, and now it's just after 5 p.m. Or rather, just closer to 5:10. There's Manor Road East. I'll be able to make it to Davisville Avenue in time. I don't think I've ever walked on this side of Mount Pleasant before. Oh. You know, these business improvement areas outside of downtown, they're always very charming to walk through. Look at this. This looks like an Inuk oriented bookstore here. Oh. Another very underrated culture. There's the public library. Of course, every Toronto Public Library branch is open 7 days a week now. And there's the Toronto Camera Club. I remember one of my first videos I walked through here, Patrice Sunflower mentioned in the comments that I think she took classes there. I don't think my dad did. I mean, my dad was a photographer back in the 80s and 90s, so he was very into like all this stuff. Caribou Girls. Because it's Sunday, not all of these businesses are open. Look at that though. I know this isn't the first time I've seen something like this. Look, we have an old CRV streetcar and a raccoon riding on it. I mean, obviously that's very Toronto. So there's Penrose Road. And I think there's a bookstore that I remember going to back in 2016. Yes, I remember the year. I was like 12. I'm pretty sure it was around here. It's called Mabel's Fables. There's a big black squirrel. Just climbing the little tree here. Let's go check this cute little guy out. Wow. He's just having a nice snack. Yep. All right. There's Belsize Drive. Oh, this also used to be another theater, but look, it says coming soon, not a condo. What could that be? I'm gonna have to try and hurry my ass up. Oh, look at this art. This is something I didn't notice. 2023. Oh. Interesting stuff. All right. Have the opportunity here. Wow. Oh, I think this looks like this. I think this might be a better thumbnail. Who knows? I didn't take it. I think the previous one was even better. That should be ripped off. The 141 doesn't exist anymore. COVID actually killed it. along with the rest of the downtown premium routes. It involved like using it involved an actual an additional fare, which was a lot more expensive because these routes only traveled in the peak direction as an alternative to the subway. And obviously it made more sense. It actually made sense to cancel them because those routes saw very low ridership, obviously. Look at this. Thai cuisine, but look, the flooring, the seating. Looks like a diner. It reminds me of one, actually. Here's Millwood Road. Oh, look, there's Davisville Avenue already. And on the right-hand side is June Rollins Park. And look, now the sun's, well, it's not really out, but it's kind of is. This is blending in with the clouds. Yeah, I think I'm in a little bit of a rush to go back out tonight because the Raptors game is at 6. And then when it's done, it's gonna be around like what, 8:15, 8:30. I don't think I'll do that. There's an office building here, but I haven't actually checked out as yet. Looks very believable to me to have an elevator. And I've passed through this neighborhood I don't know how many times now. And I know there's a private school in this building. And we made it to Davisville Avenue. So I'm gonna head home now, wait for the bus. It's a little bit of on the shorter side, but at least the weather's not too bad now. Because I was out for quite a while yesterday. Anyway guys, that's it. So thank you very much for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Stay tuned for more videos, check out my others as well, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care and peace out. Bye bye.